Fellow hobbyists, collectors, and predaheads alike, welcome back to my channel, Predator Collectibles, where I am, and as always, you're indeed your host, Glennon Taylor. And on today's video, what we're going to be looking at is the Diamond Select Toys Minimates line, Wave 2, the Muddy Dutch and Battlecry Predator. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, I just want to say thank you for, of course, stopping by my channel to look at my videos and content. Hopefully, you'll stick around for the end of this video to see more of the content that I'm able to provide, where we have giveaways, I do live streams, and a few other content stuff as well. Now, the reason I'm doing it in the Minimates is because I have a lot in my collection as far as those Minimates are concerned. I haven't done a review on them. I think they're a little bit more simplistic, but I figured, you know what, I haven't done a review. I think it's very justifiable as a Predator collector to do a review on them, since I have so many, but I think this one is definitely the ones I like the most. So you have the Muddy Dutch on the left, Battlecry Predator on the right, and this does offer a lot of accessories for the Muddy Dutch. So you have his bow and arrow, spear with the Bowie knife attached to the end, and the torch, allowing him to indicate to the Predator that he's ready to do battle. So the bow and arrow in the movie is something that's really awesome because it is indeed a true bow. It's a survival technique called a bundle bow, where you take a bundle of sticks, tie it up as tight as you can to allow you to hunt small game like rabbits, squirrels, badgers, whatever happens to be in your area at the time in case you're stranded and don't know if you're going to be able to be found. That allows you to survive for a much more longer period as opposed to starving to death. So that's where he got his technique from, and he attached the arrow heads with 40mm grenades. It's not a very strong bow because, again, it's meant for small game. I highly doubt that in the movie, as you saw, the arrow going through the tree. That is not the case. Bundle bows are not really that strong, unless you're able to find true strong material like either a bamboo or any other kind of stronger material that will provide that kind of tensile strength, but you still have to provide string and stuff like that. So it just usually depends upon what you find to make a bundle bow come together. So with the torch, it does come with a very nice translucent plastic, and I really like the color they chose for the orange as opposed to a red or anything like that, so it does give that nice glow. And with this, these do come with a stand, so you're able to stand them up on their own with a little peg on top. So without having said, let's go ahead and look at the figures themselves. The figures do come in 16 pieces. 3 for the arm, so a total of 6. 6 pieces for the arm, 6 pieces for the legs, the waist torso belt for Dutch, the armor for the Predator, hair for Dutch, and his head. Predator, automatically his dreadlocks are already attached to the head, they don't come separated, but you can mix or match pieces like hats, hair, heads, things like that. So be very careful though if you decide to mix and match pieces and parts to humans or predators, because if you lose a piece, it probably will be gone forever, because there are little pegs that hold those pieces together. And those pegs are very small, so just be very careful when you mix and match these pieces. So with the Dutch, I do like the paint on these. I like the stance and the stature. Dutch is in fact shorter than the Predator by maybe about a few centimeters, if not an inch, because Predator is always taller than a human. Dutch himself, of course, does have all the muddy muscle paint. I like his facial expression because he is indeed yelling, indicating to the Predator that he's ready to do battle after a long preparation of at least a couple of nights. And you have the bow and arrow attached. That's the other thing I want to bring up too. With these attachable accessories, I would not recommend having the bow attached to Dutch for very long periods of time, because the bow does have those 2 pegs to help click onto his arm. And if you allow that to sit there for long periods of time, plastic does not have any kind of memory inside the chemical base of what plastic is, and you will not be able to reattach them. So in other words, that these pegs will stretch and will stay in that position forever if you decide to have the bow and arrow be left untouched for display purposes. The Predator, I think, is really cool. Again, as always, in simplicity, that you have the very simple paint of his face, you have the armor, the gauntlet, you have his loincloth, his everything that makes him a Predator. It's just, again, very simplistic, but the details are there, which I really do like. So you have the computer gauntlet, all the buttons, all the knobs, you have the double blades on the other arm, and of course you have the shoulder cannon, you have the backpack, very detailed in the backpack as well. I'm very happy and very pleased that Diamond Select Toys has allowed this amount of detail in such things as these Minimates, because they're very small in stature. Now, in relation to stature, again, the Predator is 2.5 inches, Dutch is being at 2 1/4, so you're looking at roughly about a centimeter apart from each other, so where Predator is in fact taller than Dutch as it's supposed to be. Now, I do love these Minimates, I can't wait to get more, and I do also have the Toys R Us exclusives, so if hopefully your Toys R Us is still open in your neck of the woods, you can still get the Toys R Us exclusive themselves. If not, then you still have the online option, I do believe, to where you're able to get the Toys R Us exclusive as well as the regular one. But anyway, guys, I just want to again thank you very much as well to sticking around, and if there's any other videos you want to watch, make sure you click on this link right here for the next recent video that I did last week. I just want to thank you for the support that you've given me, and as always, happy hunting, and I'll see you next week.